Alrighty, so I think we've lost a little bit of the conceit of what we're trying to do here, right? I'm just trying to get better at Magic, and part of that, like the idea of this, right, was to record myself playing so that I could watch myself play. And I've gotten distracted in terms of just like just playing more games, and like I'm trying to pay more attention while I play, which is great, but I have not gone back to look at anything yet. So this is where we're going to try to do that. We're going to attempt to review or analyze our gameplay. And again, so this is the first of the theoretical group of videos where I'm going to watch myself play and, and hopefully take that step back of not being in the moment of playing and being like, why would I have done that? Couldn't I have done this? Wouldn't that have been better? Whether or not that works, I don't know. Also, so obviously if it wasn't clear, this one, this is current me, old me, is down below. I don't know if this is the right spot to put me. We might figure it out, but we're going to go ahead and watch. Okay, I think we can skip through this part. Let's just go to gameplay. Again, I'm not a particularly great Magic player. No one's coming here to watch. And I think I kind of got lost on that bit. It's okay if no one comes to watch. I don't really care. That's not what this is about. Although, right, you start to post something, you're like, oh, a couple people watched it. That's kind of neat. You kind of get tied up in that. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get better at Magic. So we're going to do this for me, about me, and I need to understand and, no one's coming to watch me play mono red aggro. When I was trying to learn to play certain decks, right, I wanted to go watch mono red be played, right? So that's why it's going to be simple. We're going to show the deck that we're playing against the deck that we're playing, and it's going to be our series, right? So learning to play. This is what we're doing. You're not here to watch me. I'm hoping you're here to, if anybody's here, the conceit needs to be me growing, me learn. Yeah, losing the die roll is always the worst way to start. Bad hand. Mulligan. Yep. Okay, I still think that's right. No, this is better, right? A Phoenix Chick, Slick Shot, probably keep. So before we do this, yeah, I agree with that. I still would have been the Lightning Helix there. Although maybe keeping the Lightning Helix the Lightning Strike would have been a little bit better as opposed to two trampoline type effects, right? Because that's only one trick or one combat item. This one is really going to be face up generally when we play it, so maybe that was wrong. So I could see keeping the Lightning Strike in case. Well, this is a Golgari right? But I was about to say, if I was playing against Golgari, they could have Deep Cavern Bat or something like that, and if I had that down, or if they hit that down, then I would have preferred to have Lightning Strike. I don't think that that's bad, but I think with Phoenix Chick being such a low on the totem pole item, I think I could have thrown that out there. But then if I had done that, then the Demonic Ruckus or the other ones would have been. So I don't know if that's a huge punt or anything like that. Slick Shot, Swifty. I really value that card. So at this stage, what could I have known that they have in hand? Because I'm trying to focus on that a little bit. What I know that they have in hand, they shouldn't have a cut down because they would have played. Well, no, they haven't had a chance to play a cut down. So I don't know if I know anything. One prowess trigger. Now if they kill Swifty, they can get the card, which I still think is good. Yeah, we're never gonna get that trade. Preacher. Hmm. See, this is kind of going back to that original Mulligan choice, right? These cards right now aren't doing anything for me, and I can't get past this board. I mean, I can, right? But I'm going to have to sacrifice Swifty. You sacrifice Demonic, you sacrifice this card in a way, and then you basically have to use Rage just as a one and done, but you're not trampling through. I mean, you obviously are for the damage, but your creature's gone. So I think that maybe binning either Demonic Ruckus or Monstrous Rage, or Mulliganing, excuse me, and keeping Lightning Strike actually might have been better. Maybe I don't value the Lightning Strike quite enough, or just those burn spells that really act as removal in this deck. Yeah, so you can't block either there, I still don't think, because it's face out, right? Yeah, now we're just done. We let them get. I don't think we had any. So now we're just running out of lands, which is uncomfortable. But I'm gonna mute myself here really quick because I don't know if I care about what I'm saying. Um, I their board got way too big, way too quick, and we there's no way we could beat this. We didn't pressure them in life total at all, and we have no way. We don't have our flyer anymore. That was kind of a funky block. I don't know if I would have done that. They get that back, so they get a card. This is tough. Drawing of the two lands is obviously no fun. And they're still just loaded up on cards. There's not like we hit them hard enough, fast enough. I think Lightning Strike would have been good, because then we would have taken care of Deep Cavern Bat, kept Slick Shot, still had a card. I mean, drawing just lands, which is I think is all that happened here, is bad. I think we scoop. No, we play this one out. Good for us. So we do get the card. Shock helps get back. I don't think you ever take out Bronco with this type of a hand. Oh, with Negotiator, how do I keep playing? Yep, kill the bat. Yep. Goblin's Resolve into Shock or something would be helpful. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Emberheart isn't good enough. Just scoop. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we did. Let's see what we sideboarded. Okay. So I'm going to slightly disagree with this. I think this was bad sideboarding. I think that the case is fine, but I think it's better in a control, like when I match up against a control deck where it's going to go, like, definitely going to go long. Against a mid-range deck, I don't think that's as much of a concern. The Witchstalker Frenzies, I don't know when I'm supposed to use a Obliterating Bolt or the Scorching Shot or Witchstalker Frenzy in place of one another. That part, I feel like maybe these are more important, or these are better when you have more creatures because it's going to reduce its cost. And so, like, if somebody's not coming after your creatures, but I don't know if that means like if they only have spot removal or if they only have sweepers. Like, I'm not sure how that goes. Um, and then I think because they're sitting there with kill spells and trying to attack things, I think that and we saw. Actually, I don't know if we saw removal. Um, but I think that the Urbrass Forge was a big deal here. Yeah, they could have Terra Sunders and such, but like they're gonna have to have those, whereas they might not, right? Terra Sunder isn't necessarily every single Golgari deck is gonna have that right now. Whereas if you're not running, your cut downs and your go for the throats or the like in main and side, like that just would be weird. I think you have to keep that. Maybe not. I don't know. Going down to 6 seems tough. So I think my point there was if I Demonic Ruckus on 1, and then I would play an Ember Heart on 2, and then target Ember Heart with Demonic Ruckus, I'm just going to lose the card that would spawn off of it, which is true. It is unfortunate. So that's why I didn't Ruckus now. Okay, but if you're going to... If the back comes down, do I care? Yeah. And what would Bat take, right? One of the 3 Ember Hearts or a Demonic Ruckus? I don't know, that's an interesting question. What would I take? Let's see, if I'm taking a turn, you don't take a turn off, but you know what I mean? Like, you go Bat. Then if I had a Glissa, I don't think I would care that you had all these Ember Hearts because you can't get through Glissa. Although they didn't show me Glissa, they showed me the Vampire, um, the 2/4. Sorry, I'm forgetting the name right now. That still though you wouldn't fear with Emberheart because you're just gonna be able to take it out on one block, even if I prowess through it, or excuse me, prowess or trample through it. So I don't think they ever fear an Emberheart here, and so maybe playing Demonic Ruckus to keep it is worth it. So I think I agree with the play, but not for my reasons. I think you go Emberheart here because you have 3 of them. But then if they bring the bat down, you're you're kind of out of luck. But if they have a kill spell, interesting. Maybe that is the I don't know. No, see, I think well, So I think you still go Slick Shot, Ruckus. Ruckus on the Slick Shot. Because they're going to come after it anyway. Yeah. So the way I've kind of been thinking about it recently is like whatever you're like pointing demonic ruckus at, like you're drawing it as like a target, like you're like they're gonna come for this thing. But I guess and so like that could work two ways, right? Like if I put it over here, if I put it on Swifty, maybe they target Swifty instead of Slickshot, and Slickshot gets to survive, or I allow them to target Slickshot because they're probably going to anyway because it's Slickshot and it could just win the game on a given turn, and I get a card as opposed to Swifty happening to have Demonic Ruckus on it and not being able to get through Preacher. That iced tea looks delicious right now. I would agree. So I don't know what I did yet. I wonder, kill that. I wonder if in response to this right now, it's worth Witch Stalker frenzying the Preacher because the Preacher and the Toughness is so hard for any of my non-flyers to get through. And yes, I do have one flyer, but one's about to go, and then if they target it again, then I'm out of luck. Where right now, for the 2 mana, I can get in and take care of it. Um, as opposed to what? What else are you gonna do here? Mind of the Meek and get like an extra damage in a card? Maybe you do. I think at the very least you do wait for Demonic Ruckus to resolve. I think that's wrong. Well, let's see what we do because we can still drop the land and do it. Mm. I think it might have been worth. Well, but then I guess the counter to that, right, is if you get Emberheart down and then you can get Slickshot down, on the following turn, right? You know you have the extra land. You can have 3 creatures, and even if they take out one of them, which is feels like the style of the deck they're playing. Like I don't think they ever had a sweeper, and if they did, I can't remember if we saw it or not. Um, I don't know, because then it cheapens up Witch Doctor Frenzy, and you get the extra prowess triggers. Okay, Mosswood. Now I think we just go all in. Yep, I think you. No, I think it's always Preacher. Oh, I don't know if that. I think I probably also should have waited for them to declare blockers. If my plan was to take out Mosswood, I think I should have waited to see what they did with this, because now they're like, oh yeah, of course I'll like reduce the amount of damage I'm going to take, as opposed to not knowing. So I don't think that there was ever a reason to do that there. I think we might still be well set up for the next turn, right, with a Ren's Resolve and a Lightning Strike and just pure burn. Especially if they play the Mosswood. And you just go face. As no. I think that was incorrect because in response, hold on. Where's the prowess trigger coming to play on that? So cast. No, but it, and then you, so here's the problem. So that goes, and then Slick Shot, before that resolves, they could have played a cut down to take that out. Now instead, what I think should have happened is that you attack with everybody. You know you have a trample effect already, right? You attack with everybody. You send the lightning strike in. So you know you're going to hit 1, 2, 3, lightning strike. So if they do cut that down, can we still get through and win? So they go to 4. Everybody's going to go up 1 because the triggers haven't resolved. So that's 3, that's 4. They're effectively at 5. No, I think that we would have lost. Not lost, but we just wouldn't have won here. Right? Because 1, 2, 3, because they would have blocked on one of those, presumably. I think we got a little bit lucky. I still think on the play last game, bringing in the Forges might have been the right play, just because of the number of kill spells that they had. Let's just see what we did. I still don't think I need the case. And I don't know if this is just too much. Big removal, maybe I don't need quite all of that. Uh-oh. We either win quick or we lose quick. I think we keep that. I think that was a bad mulligan. I think that you keep that. Sorry. Um, so they go 1, right? You turned my turn 1, play the mountain pass back. They go turn 2 or turn 2 bat. Then I can shock the bat and start getting in with the Emberheart. I think this is a terrible mulligan. I think that was. I think I was tied up on the idea that I was going to be like the more control-y, blah blah blah. But like, yeah, but you're still mono red, right? You're still aggro. You're still going to try to win with damage. So I think that taking out their bat, because then they have no turn 2 play. Turn 3 would have been Preacher, which still would have been good. And then you could have set up with Witch Doctor Frenzy because you had a way to deal with it. So yeah, you could. I think that was a dumb play. That's why there's only 2.5 minutes left of this. I think I got frustrated or embarrassed and just said, okay, I'm done. But no, that 100% should have been mulligan to 5. Because how do you win off of this, right? So you know the game's just done. Just, I think you lost on the mulligan twice actually. I think we could have kept 7 and then not mulliganing to 5. So I think we made 2 errors there. See if there's anything else interesting. So far behind. Another land they still have. No, we were just dead. It was just really kind of a non-game. I lost that before we played a turn. All right. Well, that is what it is. I think that was good to review and to realize and to, really hone in on the idea that that mulligan's crazy important. And then I think that there were a couple of small plays in there, but I feel like that mulligan game 3 was the worst mistake. Seeing these analysis things are hard because it's okay, what did I really take away from today? Well, the mulligan part, right? I can tell you that's actionable right now. I think that there were a couple of small plays, either with sequencing or with what was kind of going on during the game, which I think is just good to review and to see what I would have thought of during the thing. Game 1 goes, I don't know. Yeah, but the game 3 that was really critical. That I think it was just 2 bad mulligan choices in a row. But either way, so that's analysis video number 1. I think that was good, and I think we'll get, I think this is a good thing to do. The video should have analysis on it, because otherwise, how are we going to get better?